गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपश्रवस्तम्.
Our esteemed guests, the Chief
On behalf of people of Assam, I extend my greetings to all of you on the occasion of 28th Foundation Day of IIT Guwahati. I am really glad to be amongst you all on this occasion, and I wish to congratulate everybody associated with IIT Guwahati, whose untiring contribution have helped this institution to transform it into a center of excellence. This beautiful lush green campus located on the bank of the mighty Brahmaputra has presented an ideal ambience for teaching, learning and cutting-edge research and development activities. In a short span of close to 3 decades, IIT Guwahati has become known for its environment of academic and excellence in the entire globe with its quality education. This institute has produced globally competitive human resource and carried out research that significantly benefited the society at large. This shows the social commitment of this institute. I hope IIT Guwahati will grow to global prominence and the graduate of this institute would lead the nation in every sphere of life. Celebration of Foundation Day is an important achievement for any organization. The 28th Foundation Day is also a milestone for IIT Guwahati, which has established itself a premier institute for teaching and research. I want to go back a little to a time frame between 1979 and 1985. During that time, we all witnessed a huge agitation in Assam, primarily for upliftment of our society, for basically protecting of the culture and heritage. In that agitation, many people, many of our brave boys and girls have laid down their lives. And when finally we signed that accord in 1985, apart from all other demands, political, social, what people of Assam has asked from Government of India, that give us the IIT. This institution has a history. IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, all these institutions has grown probably as a national quest for excellence. We need to expand academics, we need to research, we need to do good for the country, we need a high level of academic institution. So all IITs has either been developed as a part of policy of the Government of India or for the need of society. But IIT Guwahati has come into existence as a result of aspiration of the people of Assam. I have often come to being MLA or being the elected representative from this area. I used to come IIT Guwahati and I used to interact faculty members or the students of IIT. But I want that whenever we discuss about the history of the institution, legacy of the institution, IIT Guwahati must remember, IIT Guwahati must always remember that how we came into existence. It is not a normal delivery, it was a cesarean delivery at that point of time. So when we realize that how we came into existence, our responsibility to the state, to the people of Assam grows manifold. So, as a normal institute, yes, we are located in some place. So, we have a duty towards the society, towards the people. But when we come into existence, after a long struggle, and as a result of collective aspiration of the people, I think I owe much more to this land, to this society. So I would like to remind all of you that yes, whenever you are on your journey, I am sure that the journey is very interesting. We have heard Director of IIT, Professor Borua, how this institute has achieved to a different level, globally, internationally, nationally, and in the society of all other, compared to all other IITs. But I would like to request you to keep that things in mind. And I would like to request all of you, particularly the faculty members, to see that all our alumni who goes out of this state after their successful career, keep their life contact with this state. If we can give them a value, if we can provide them a value of a true Assamese, true Indian, when they study in this campus, I think that livelihood will be always there. I want to hear that news, not what we have done globally. I want to hear that news that yes, that IIT or alumni of IIT Guwahati has done this thing for the state of Assam. That things I want to hear, and I think if we continuously give them the spirit of being an Assamese, being an Indian, I think we'll have lot of positive outcomes or lot of contribution we'll get from our alumni and from this great institution. Director IIT has already mentioned about the various partnerships with the state of Assam, which IIT Guwahati is already doing. I'd like to flag certain points today so that we can deepen our partnership. We are already engaged in this role of consulting, giving advice in Government of Assam in various project formulation. I think that work we need to do continuously, but not in a mechanical mode or not in an outsourcing mode, but actually putting our mind and soul there, because this is a core state. This is a state which want to aspire to be big. So if our projects, if our public money, if we cannot utilize 100% for the benefit of the society, Assam may not get that kind of money next time. For us, if we get today 1 rupee from the central government, we cannot generate that 1 rupee internally next time. That is the final amount, final fund which will come to this state. So if we can utilize that amount 100% for the benefit of the society will grow. So I would like to request you that whenever you are entrusted with any consultancy work, give your heart and soul so that we achieve sustainability, we achieve durability, and we achieve the stated goal. So that will be one of my requests. Second is our outreach program. That is very, very important, because if we can have an outreach program on various level with our universities, with our engineering colleges, with society at large, I think will be immensely benefited. Technology, artificial intelligence is the future outcome of the growth. IIT needs to come closer with other Assam university in uplifting agriculture, information technology, prevent land erosion, ensuring sustainable growth through innovative technology. Just to name a few, I think there is no limit. We can keep on extending our outreach program, but outreach program I think will be very, very important for the institute and as well as for the society. Then again, we need to do serious research in the premier institute. We have just heard the chairman of Board of Governors, Sri Modi, who has laid emphasis that how this institution has acquired the premier role of research or premier role for guiding the society over the last 28 years. However, we are yet to find out certain solution to our nagging problems that has been faced by the society at large. Erosion of the Brahmaputra river is very, very important issue. We are still having floods in spite of putting money, lots of money on embankments. Sometimes I have seen the frustration of policy makers. Whenever we go to the central government and we request for fund, they always say that how much we have to give you money for tackling the flood situation. So many people, even at Delhi, they think that whatever fund is coming for actually for managing floods in Assam is going on wastage. But that point of time, we request them that give us the technology so that you do not have to release money after money. Because we have the only technology which is available with us is constructing embankment. So what is that alternative? Why the country as a whole in last 75 years could not come with that alternative? So whether that question is to be answered by a politician or by bureaucrats or by the premier institution or academia or by the scientists. So I have on many occasions, I still remember, I participated in national television debate during last, I think, floods 2 years before. One of the colleagues from Assam who was earlier doing journalism in Assam, now he has shifted the base. He started saying that people are wasting money in embankment. I also agree, we are wasting money on embankment. But at least that is the only weapon available to us for short-term mitigation. Now, what is the alternative? That alternative, as a politician, I will not have that alternative. My role is to implement that alternative. So what is that alternative? Is the dredging is feasible? Or doing some other kind of things what Brahmaputra board did earlier, that is the solution? I don't know. But I think gradually we need to have concentrated effort to see that the nagging problems which our society is facing. IIT Guwahati start putting lot of minds and effort on that so that we can have some solution at some point of time. Evolving future vision is very important. We have talked about futuristic courses, future vision. I think that future vision should also, when it is, we go for a particular track that this will be the future of India, this will be the future of education, this will be the future of the society, this kind of courses we need to put in institutions. I think that knowledge needs to be shared so that other institutions also gets benefited. We have seen during the COVID-19 period, IIT Guwahati has helped us with a lot of innovation. We work very closely with IIT Guwahati. Rather, at some point of time, we have utilized entire campus for managing COVID. But those are the days. We are really thankful for management of IIT Guwahati for helping government of Assam. But I think in long term, how we fight the pandemic, that is very, very important. We have seen that people are talking about fast wave, people are talking about second wave, people are talking about third wave. It's really frustrating. So how we can do a better job, how we can manage, whether we need to live with COVID-19 or whether there is some alternative. Or we will have finally some solution which will be before us. I think we need to continuously put our effort on on life science, on other frontier areas relating with the pandemic. I am sure that in next 10 years, more than artificial intelligence or information technology, the buzzwords will continue to be pandemic. So I think that things we have to remember, and we need to keep on our improve research work on managing how to manage a pandemic and how we can be more competent to handle pandemic without losing our life. I already mentioned you that during the pandemic, IIT Guwahati has helped us a lot. IIT Guwahati, apart from providing various sophisticated instruments to National Health Mission, Assam to carry out testing of COVID-19 pandemic, has developed, manufactured and commercialized COVID-19 related equipment and kits such as disinfected drones, data-driven statewide assessment of COVID-19, Fiji mobile application for safe and contactless air travel and others. I once again want to acknowledge and thanks Director of IIT Professor P.G. Sitharaman and the faculty members and staff for leading the institute in helping the state in fighting against the pandemic. Another is small, basically short-term requirement or short-term request that we have seen a society, if we do not teach our students about basic science, then society will not grow. Over the period, I have noticed that in Assam, the quality of education, particularly maths and science, has come down immensely. I think that is the area where short-term our teaching community and IIT Guwahati can do a collaborative exercise where we can encourage our teachers, we can create lot of young teaching pools who in turn can develop create an environment of teaching maths and science in our society. So that will be one of my requests that IIT Guwahati can take up that project, and state government will definitely come out with all kind of help in that particular direction. I have been told that IIT Guwahati wants to start a medical school in the campus. I have already instructed my DC to provide additional land for that purpose, and if this project really comes up, it will be really good. And because as I told you that pandemic has really brought back the focus on the health sector, I think this is another area where we can work closely. Finally, we have seen that now last 10 years, or basically we have seen post 2014, Assam is really on a growth path. Last 5 years we have achieved GDP, better GDP than national average, and in a way, the connectivity has improved tremendously. Now, northeastern region is closely connected to the mainland of India, never before. Thanks to the initiative of Prime Minister Modi, now this area itself enriched because we are going to have our new sister institute aimed soon in this year itself. So, all this has brought back the focus on Northeast and Assam. The Act-East policy, various projects taken under Act-East policy are bringing back complete focus to the northeastern region. I particularly see that once Act-East policy is materialized and Assam can share its experience, its market with our neighboring state, I think a lot of actions will come back towards the northeastern part of the country. So we must ready for that kind of role as a collectively as a society, and of course IIT Guwahati as a premier institute. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you for exciting journey in last 28 years. I have seen in my own eyes how this institution has grown over the years. I recall the contribution of each and everyone who has contributed for the growth of this institute. I am sure that under the leadership of present director, Professor P.G. Sitaram, this institute will further grow and fulfill the aspiration of our society. Once again, I'd like to congratulate all of you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.